As teenagers that live on Long Island, we are able to understand how the community is affected through several different factors.
Such factors include housing, transportation, and a combination of both, known as transit-oriented development. A transit-oriented development is a pedestrian-friendly, compact, mixed-use development pattern that is within walking distance of a transit station.
These transit stations contain or adjoin to a core commercial area. One of the main factors of these developments is the availability to public transportation.
This helps people, especially those who don't own cars, get to their jobs in order to make a living. In turn, they can use the money to buy consumer goods. The cycle of earning and spending money goes on, circulating the money, which helps the development of the economy.
Another important aspect of the community is housing, but recently it has been a struggle in the real estate industry as rent has increased while incomes have remained the same or even decreased.
Rents increased by 17% since 2000, while incomes declined by 2%. It has become harder for people to pay their bills, putting a heavy burden on many families.
In general, 56% of renters pay more than 30% of their income for housing.
Nearly 4 in 10 Long Island households, or 40%, today spend 35% of their income on housing costs. That's up from less than 30% in 2000.
In addition, only 1 in 5 homes on Long Island are rented. That's less compared to surrounding suburban areas such as the Hudson Valley, which has 34%, North New Jersey, which has 37%, and New York City, which has 69%.
Bringing these two factors together, a development known as smart growth combines ideas about both housing and transportation.
It takes into account the community and economy in an attempt to create a more civil environment that is appealing to the people. It creates an affordable, safe, and beautiful environment that provides easy access to transportation.
Future ideas to further our Long Island communities would involve improving transportation. Increasing transportation is currently a struggle since it is difficult to work around pre-existing infrastructure.
Some ways to get around these issues would include, but are not limited to, more HOV lanes, bike lanes, a light rail system, and more charging stations for electrically powered vehicles.
Not only could these help in terms of transportation, but it could also bring people in a community closer together and more involved with each other.
To stimulate economic growth, one possible idea is to establish tax incentives to lure industry to the area. For example, there have been talks about the construction of a biotech hub near Nassau Coliseum in Nassau County. This would bring jobs to the community, increasing economic growth.
To ensure an economic future for young adults on Long Island, it would be significant to increase the funding and scholarships for Long Island schools.
To help these young adults realize their potential on Long Island, increase the availability of programs that encourage futures in science and engineering. There are already programs such as STEM, but many students don't take advantage of the opportunities provided.
Of course, it is understandable that it would take time to implement these ideas, but it would definitely be a step in the right direction.
Created using Powtoon.